Not too bad. About as well, I would say about as good as you can be after watching that, but I don't even feel as good as that. To be fair, I literally
Yeah.
feel heartbrokenly devastated. That's the only way I can describe it. Because, like you, I've tried everything to see the positive in this guy. I've backed him. I've given all the reasons why we shouldn't sack him. You know, because we're proof that sacking a manager every time something goes a bit wrong doesn't work. But how many times do we have to watch a performance like that? This isn't an isolated incident, and it was just abysmal. Literally
Mm.
one of the worst performances I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, I totally agree. And you know what? I've been saying consistently, and I was even saying it in midweek. I was saying it on a stream with Sava and Ariane. I was saying, how can we keep this revolving door going? Sacking, hiring, sacking, hiring, sacking, hiring. But I mean, I can't make excuses for that anymore. Like, it's just getting worse and worse, isn't it?
That's the thing. It looks like we're actually going backwards. There wasn't a single good performance on there. There's also questions got to be asked about why Madison is the only one on there that looked like he could make something happen, and yet Ange takes him off. Found that a little bit strange. We got out muscled on every area of the pitch, you know. And at the end of the game, Ange Postecoglou wants to go up and have a go at away fans who have travelled for hours to go and watch that in the pouring rain. That's never a good look. And again, that's not an isolated incident because there was a tete-a-tete with him and a fan going through the tunnel before. And all these things, you know, they don't look very good.
You're wrong there.
What?
What's Jimbo saying? What's Jimbo
Jimbo's
saying?
calling you out. Jimbo's calling you
went
out.
over to Clapham and they were calling him a fat cunt. So what's he meant to do? But he went over to Clapham.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, he did. I've watched the video.
Yeah, so have I. But it looked like he was calling them out.
No, he wasn't calling them out.
See, Jimbo still could
He
stick
said
up
he
for him a
did.
little bit.
I think Jimbo's right. He went to Clapham, but he definitely responded to something that was said.
Yeah.
They called him
The
a
thing
fat
is,
cunt.
yeah, but the thing is, Jim, as a manager, you've got to rise above that. There's players, there's fans that have travelled there for hours to go and watch that. You know, if you get a bit of abuse, so what? Grow a thicker skin. Your team has just played absolute dog crap. Just sit back and take it. I'd be calling him all sorts of things if I was there.
He said on the fan things, he said, the issue with the fans, he's in his press conference, he said, I've got no issue with it. I didn't like what was being said because I'm a human being, but you've got to cop it. I've been around long enough to know that if things don't go well, you've got to understand the frustration and the disappointment. They're right to be disappointed tonight because we've let a game of football get away from us, and that's okay. I'm okay with all of that. I'm thinking talking about the fans. I don't think the fact that we let a game get away from us. But yeah, that's his response to the fan incident. What's your reaction to that?
I mean, like I say, the players get it all the time. And if a player goes over and gives it large, then they're going to get in trouble as well. You know, I don't know what he expects. You can't always blame the manager for everything, but he sets that team up. He set the tactics up. He makes the in-game changes. It was abysmal again. He's going to get some abuse. Just grow a thicker skin. You know,
he always reverts to this 4-4-2 when we're losing and we're looking to chase the game in the last, lockings of a game. He did it again today, and each time we seem to look a lot worse whenever he goes to it. So, and he puts Son in the 10 again, which never seems to work. So, how much blame do you give him when that keeps happening?
I just don't think he's learning. I don't think he's learning. We played against Man City and we won, which we all thought, wow, he's adapted, he's moved forward, he's learning, but he clearly isn't. And for me, I'm done. I can't watch my team play like that. We've got a team that are very talented, full of really good players. And to watch us play like that, we just got completely outsmarted, outplayed by Bournemouth when we should be. I know they're a good side this year. I mean, I tipped us to lose on the pre-match pump-up. But it's the way we lose. There's no fight there. We should have lost 5-6-0, and maybe then all these people that are defending Ange tonight, maybe then we'd be having a different conversation if it was 5 or 6-0. That result massively flattered Tottenham.
Yeah,
massively.
It did. If you're on the board on the hierarchy tonight, are you having serious conversations, and do you think Ange Postecoglou will be here on Sunday?
In a word, I kind of hope not. But at the same time, the other option is Ryan Mason. So it's kind of like, where do we go from here? I'm not sure, but I think serious questions have got to be asked. I mean, Chelsea are going to have a field day on Sunday if we play like that. It will be embarrassing because they're firing on all cylinders. But I think before we actually pull the trigger, we need to kind of have something in place. We can't just have it hovering where Ryan Mason's there and everyone's turning us down left, right, and centre, because this job's rapidly becoming a poison chalice. So I just don't know what the answer is. I'm at my wit's end.
You know, we can all sit here and talk about Ange Postecoglou and his tactics and the way we're playing at the moment, but do the players take any culpability for today?
100%, and I think they do against Fulham as well. They look tired, and we're only week 15, 14, whatever it is, and they look tired already. But I just think from what I saw tonight, I don't think those players were playing for him. And I've said it before, and then it looked like it turned. I just don't think they buy into this system. And, you know, the likes of Van der Ven, he's obviously got weak hamstrings. He's had trouble before he came to Spurs. He's suffering for the system. And
well, Davis picked up a hamstring as well today. So maybe that's something to do with what Ange is asking him to do, all these muscle and hamstring injuries.
You know, I like Ange. I wanted nothing more than for him to succeed. But at the end of the day, how many times do we have to watch it before we say, you know what, it's not working?
Yeah, I kind of do feel like I'm on the same page as you, and I've never wanted to get to this stage, and I've never been at this stage, because I really like Ange, like you say. I really like Ange, and I hate this whole revolving door, sacking managers, hiring managers, sacking managers, and I just wanted so much just to see through a project, but I just don't see the end. I just don't see the end where this project is going.
Well, no, even if we saw slight progression, you'd be going, well, look, yeah, it's tough, it's going to be hard, but at least we can see this, that, and the other. But now I think we look like we're going backwards. So what do? We can't just keep sticking with him because we don't want to sack another manager, because we could end up in a really difficult position. If we get battered at the weekend, we're slipping down that table quickly.
Yeah.
So,
Kate, thanks for coming on.
Sorry, Jen.
Tough day at work today.
It was. But, enjoy your evening as best you can. We tried to pump everyone up, and now we've deflated them all. What can we say?
You tried to pump everyone up by predicting a loss, I hear.
Well, yeah, but everyone else predicted a win, so that was all right.
You got everyone pumped up but the players, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Cheers,
Take care,
Kate. Good to speak to you.
Cheers.
You too.